All right, guys, welcome to another episode of One Beer Leads to Another. We're here at the Doggone Brewery in downtown Rockport, Texas. It's also a winery on the bay, so let's go in and see what they've got going on. All right, guys, welcome back. We're here at Doggone Brewing and Winery by the Bay. I really like this space. It's in downtown Rockport. They make their own beer and they make their own wine. This is a special edition of One Beer Leads to Another. There is paramedic extraordinaire Robert Martin and his lovely wife, Monica. And we're going to have them sample some of the beers today. So we will be right back. Okay, guys, the first beer up here at Doggone Brewery is Small's American Pilsner. I always try to start with like a basic beer to get kind of a baseline for the brewery and what they're doing. And I love it when they give us detailed descriptions. So this says the beer is flavorful and refreshing yet not filling, made with a combination of fresh nugget hops from Yakima, Washington, and the prized East Kent Goldings Aroma hop from England. Two-row brewer's malt is used with a small amount of roasted barley to give it a well-rounded, malty flavor. Well, let's go ahead and give it a try and see if any of that's true. That is flavorful and refreshing, and I get the malty flavor. It's a simple American Pilsner, but it's really well done. I'm going to go ahead and give this 4 Champleys. All right, guys, so special guest appearance, Monica Martin. Monica, don't drink it yet. We've got to go ahead and give them all the details of what you're drinking, why you're drinking it, all of that. Boy, these amateurs that you got to work with sometimes. But anyways, this is Missy's Mexican-style lager, and we're letting Monica taste it because she's actually a native of Juarez. And, I like Mexican-style lagers. Monica, don't taste it yet. We're not done with the introduction. It says, Missy is our Mexican-style lager, our traditional lager brewing. Make this the perfect beer for a hot day. So now, Monica, you can try it. So what do you get? What do you taste?
It's definitely refreshing.
Okay.
It does not have a bitter taste.
Okay. Do you like the salt on the rim?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay. And then what about the lime? Would you use that, or do you think it's just a nice garnish?
I think it's a nice garnish. I don't think the beer needs it. It's just perfect like it is.
Okay. And is it spicy at all?
No.
Oh.
It's just a really smooth, refreshing flavor. It's like really for a hot day.
Okay. From 1 to 5, what would you give it?
I love lager, so I would give it a 5.
You can't give it 5. 5 is rarely given here.
Wow.
Okay, so...
A 4 then.
Okay, so you give it 4 Champleys.
Yes.
Outstanding. Okay, guys, so next up here is the Lucy Lou's Blood Orange IPA. I got this in honor of Stephen Keeble, who's a regular viewer of the channel and a big IPA fan. It says, and this was recommended by Tyler, our beer tender. They had a number of IPAs on the menu, and I said, Tyler, what's your favorite? And he told me Lucy Lou's Blood Orange IPA. It says this is our traditional IPA with blood orange infused into the beer to make it a great thirst-quenching beer. So let's take off the orange garnish. Apologies to Hogarden. And then, oh wow. I don't know if it's just the orange peel. It has a super citrus nose to it. Oh wow. That is really good. It's exactly what it says it is. It's an orange IPA. It's thirst quenching. because I chastised Monica on jumping right to the 5 Champleys, because we don't do that here. We've had very few 5 Champley beers. I'm going to give this 4.5 Champleys. All right, so we have another guest appearance here. Robert, he's got his elbow cocked and he's ready to go, but he is trying Chester's Caramel. Is it caramel or caramel?
Caramel.
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 Chester's Caramel Coffee Stout. It says our Corky Stout, which I'm going to try in a minute, made with our seasonal ports, Caramel Bay and Java Bay, with a little bit of espresso added to the already rich, dark beer. So go ahead, Robert, and tell us what you think. Wow, that's a... Holy cow!
So it's a lot lighter than I thought it was going to be. I usually dark beers are really, really heavy and like sticky on my palate, but it's a lot lighter than I thought it was going to be. And it.
Did you get the chocolate?
I did actually, but it's a light chocolate. It's not overpowering. It's like almost like a like a Starbucks wrap.
Yeah.
It's like that intensity, but a little less chocolatey.
And did you get the caramel?
Yes, there's a little bit of caramel in there, but it's like a complimentary caramel. It's really light though. It's nowhere near as heavy as I thought it was gonna be.
Okay.
Like the taste is already. I'm gonna give it. I'm at 3.5. 3.5 Champleys.
Outstanding. Guys, the last beer up here on our sampling at Dog Dawn Brewing is the Corky Stout. Now, Robert had this, but he had the caramel coffee version. It says the Corky Stout, this is a rich, dark stout made with 4 varieties of malt, Minnesota 2-row brewer's malt, English chocolate, black malt, and roasted barley, which gives it a pleasant, coffee-like character to the finish. It says it's hopped with Liberty and East Kent Golden hops. So I definitely get a little bit of a coffee aroma off of that. It's got a nice stout color to it and consistency. It's got a nice head to it. So I agree with Robert that as he talked about with the caramel stout, it's a lot smoother and lighter than I anticipated it to be. The coffee is not overwhelming, it's just a hint. I'm going to go ahead and give this 4 Champleys.